Hello, listeners. In this episode of Gripescast, the boys tackle the US budget, Manchester City's return to the top of English football, and a bunch of other things. Gripescast. Enjoy it while it lasts. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this, our first episode of Gripescast in a few months. It's the podcast with a worse release schedule than Frank Ocean, and my name is Franco.
I'm Johann.
And of course, I'm Kyle.
So, fellas, it has been a while. What have y'all been up to?
Well, I've just been back from the cottage. Decent amount of upkeep to do still, but it should be good in a few months. Other than that, just been working, really. The book's doing well. Got some clients, can't complain.
Yeah, I flew around a bit. Got to see Kolbensee, that island a few clicks north of Iceland that's about to disappear.
Is it really just like some rocks poking above the water?
Yeah, that's why I came to check it out. Yeah, got to see it sooner rather than later, you know? Other than that, I've just been working on some projects, running the company. It's been good. How about you?
I've just been working on the football show, commentated a few games here and there for the network. You know, football's really been taking off here ever since more Filipinos started playing for European teams. You know, like Arvin Bernal, for example.
Great player, to be fair. He's done really well for the Philippines as well.
God, the goal he scored against Chelsea was so good. It broke my heart, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a big shame he plays for them. Okay, moving on. We're still trying to get used to this 5-ish minute podcast format. We have TikTok to thank for destroying attention spans. But we're still going to try and cast our gripes, as it were. Starting off with some U.S. politics. I got an article here from NPR. President J.D. Vance announces government shutdown as Musk's GOP Senate faction delays budget approval. What do y'all think?
To be fair, I get where Elon's coming from. I mean, his concern is that the budget is just so bloated, and if you remember from the 2030 data leaks, Vance spent some millions on new White House furniture alone.
Yeah, let's not get into why. But I don't know. The proposed budget is definitely a little suspect, but I don't know if I prefer Musk's plan. It says here he wants to, quote, invest millions to integrate AI into governmental processes, end quote. Now, what the heck does that mean?
It's definitely a little sus on both sides. I mean, okay, first of all, I just want to talk about it. It's crazy that they're even fighting this much. Like, I don't think the U.S. has seen this much of a rift between president and vice president, like, ever. It's very BBM Sarah coded.
Yeah, pretty Sarah Isco coded as well.
True, yeah, it is. Back to the budget thing, though. You know, at least Elon is being a little bit more transparent than Vance here. Still, though, I have no clue what AI integration into government would even mean.
Yeah, it's very ambiguous. I mean, it could range from data processing to just straight up replacing government officials. I know that sounds extreme, but look at what some AI companies are doing right now. The latter may not happen immediately, but the implications can be scary if not treated right.
Well, that's highly speculative, but think about it. You could make like a Robo-Bernie Sanders.
Might be America's only chance at a progressive government, to be fair.
R.I.P.
Now, I hate to cut this short, but we do have to move on. Next up is football. Manchester City, remember them? Well, since we last did an episode, they've managed to win the championship in their second season there, and are finally back in the Premier League.
Yeah, that is crazy. The whole story, man, still so strange to me.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought they would be back sooner, but after the Saudi owners backed out, no chance.
I mean, their youth team did get promoted to League 2 immediately, but, you know, it was rough after that.
The Man City downfall was immense, and you're sick if you enjoyed it.
But seriously, I can't believe it took frickin' Ryan Reynolds to get them out.
I know. And Kevin De Bruyne as coach is just so funny to me. I mean, he's doing a decent job, but I can't believe how many former players are in coaching right now. It's a little insane.
He's even shaved his head. Truly a Pep Guardiola clone. We've only got a minute or so left, unfortunately. So, how about a lightning round?
Oh, okay. In music, Drake filed his 50th lawsuit against Kendrick Lamar, this time for quote-unquote hurting his feelings. The two rappers have been in a feud since 2024, although the beef is now very much one-sided. Kendrick responded to the news by releasing a 1-minute track consisting of the Compton MC simply laughing maniacally over a beat. You know, it was sad 50 lawsuits ago, and now it's just depressing.
In gaming, the PlayStation 6 was announced, garnering immediate controversy as the first physical console to ever require a subscription to even own. Meanwhile, Microsoft's next Xbox is rumored to be just a Windows PC that happens to come with a controller. And Nintendo's Switch 3 console will supposedly be as powerful as the PlayStation 4 from 2013. Console gaming is truly cooked.
And in tech, the company that owns Jollibee, has announced a partnership with the medtech giants at Blue Cross, and they've reportedly purchased 150 million pesos worth of user data. Now, according to them, they will be using the data to give each and every one of their customers a tailor-made fast food experience. Similar sentiments, of course, have been echoed by multiple large corporations over the past few years, many of whom have been found out in constantly tracking their customers' biometric data. So, that sounds fun.
That was an episode of Gripescast. Again, I am Franco, joined by Kyle and Johann. We shall see you. How does next week sound, guys?
We're
gonna be busy. Yeah, I kind of figured, to be honest. Well, see you guys in another 4 months.
Actually, I'm going to be moving by then.
Are you for real? Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. 5 months. 5 months.
Actually, I'm gonna be moving too.
I am going to murder the both of you with my own 2 hands. Well, another day, another Gripescast. I'd like to thank everyone for listening and for putting up with our lack of scheduling. At this rate, we'll be fathers by the time our next episode comes out. Until then, have a good one.